Shalom, family, shalom. It's your brother Isaiah coming back with another video. Just want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai. All praises due. Um, yeah, man, it's just a gloomy Saturday where I'm at. um, just coming at y'all with another video for edification today. Today's video, I want to call it the Trumpets. Um, Y'all gonna see why. We're gonna read a few passages in the Old Testament. And yeah, man, Lord willing, you guys will be edified. So let's get started. Let's go to Judges chapter 7, starting at verse 1. Then Jeroboam, I think I said that right, who is Gideon, and all the people that were with him, rose up early and pitched beside the wall of Herod, so that the host of the Midianites were on the north side of them, by the hill of Moreh, in the valley. And the Lord said unto Gideon, The people that are with thee are too many for me to give the Midianites into their hands, lest Israel vaunt themselves against me, saying, My own hand hath saved me. So there's about to be like a sifting, The Most High's about to decrease the number of, those that are gonna get saved, because he's doing that now in these latter days. There's only gonna be a remnant that he's trying to grab. So he's basically like, there's too many of y'all. I gotta sift some of y'all out so y'all know that this is from my hand and not from y'all's, not from y'all own. Verse 3, Now therefore go to proclaim in the ears of the people, saying, Whosoever is fearful and afraid, let him return and depart early from Mount Gilead. And there returned of the people 22,000, and remained 10,000. And the Lord said unto Gideon, The people are yet too many. Bring them down unto the water, and I will try them for thee there. And it shall be that of whom I say unto thee, This shall go with thee, the same shall go with thee. And of whomsoever I say unto thee, This shall not go with thee, the same shall not go. So he brought down the people unto the water, and the Lord said unto Gideon, Every one that lappeth of the water with his tongue as a dog lappeth, him shalt thou set by himself. Likewise every one that boweth down upon his knees to drink. So basically the separation is going to be made by those who drink the hands like this, like a dog, kind of, with the water, and those who drink the water, or bending on their knees and just kind of like that, So, verse 6, And the number of them that lapped, putting their hand to their mouth, were 300 men, but all the rest of the people bowed down upon their knees to drink water. So it's 300 men that only drank the water like this. Verse 7, And the Lord said unto Gideon, By the 300 men that lapped will I save you, and deliver the Midianites into thine hand, and let all the other people go every man unto his place. So the people took victuals in their hands and their trumpets, and he sent all the rest of Israel, every man unto his tent, and retained those 300 men, and the host of Midian was behind him and beneath him in the valley. And it came to pass the same night that the Lord said unto him, Arise, get thee down unto the host, for I have delivered it into thine hand. But if thou fear to go down, go thou with Pharaoh thy servant down to the host, and thou shalt hear what they say, and afterward shall thine hands be strengthened to go down unto the host. Then went he down with Pharaoh his servant unto the outside of the armed men that were in the host. And the Midianites and the Amalekites and all the children of the east lay along in the valley like grasshoppers for multitude, and their camels were without number, as the sand by the seaside for multitude. And when Gideon was come, behold, there was a man that told a dream unto his fellow, and said, Behold, I dreamed a dream, and lo, a cake of barley bread tumbled into the host of Midian, and came unto a tent, and smote it that fell, and overturned it, that the tent lay along. And And his fellow answered and said, This is nothing else save the sword of Gideon, the son of Joash, a man of Israel, for into his hand hath the power delivered Midian and all the hosts. So basically this man just had a vision of the Most High delivering them from the Midianites. Verse 15, and it was so when Gideon heard the telling of the dream and the interpretation thereof, that he worshipped and returned into the host of Israel and said, Arise, for the Lord hath delivered into your hand the host of Midian. So Gideon was already holding out that faith, like, yep, the Most High spoke to you. Yep, we about to get this victory over these bitch ass niggas. Verse 16, and he delivered the 300 men into 3 companies, and he put a trumpet in every man's hand with empty pitchers and lamps within the pitchers. And he said unto them, Look on me, and do likewise, and behold, when I come to the outside of the camp, it shall be that, as I do, so shall ye do. When I blow with a trumpet, and I and all that are with me, then blow ye the trumpets also on every side of all the camp, and say the sword of the Lord and of Gideon. So basically they're set up as watchmen to look after the Midianites, and they're going to blow the trumpet once they start seeing them. Verse 19, so Gideon and the 100 men that were with him came unto the outside of the camp in the beginning of the middle watch, and they had but newly set the watch, and they blew the trumpets and brake the pitchers that were in their hands. And the 3 companies blew the trumpets and brake the pitchers, and held the lamps in their left hands, and the trumpets in their right hands to blow withal. And they cried, The sword of the Lord and of Gideon. And they stood every man in his place round about the camp, and all the hosts ran and cried and fled. So once they started hearing these trumpets, man, people were scared shitless. Let's get a preset, man. Hold on. We're gonna cut from here real quick, man. I was gonna get this anyways, but let's get it now. Amos 3 and 6. Shall a trumpet be blown in the city, and the people not be afraid? Shall there be evil in the city, and the Lord hath not done it? Hey, man, you hear a loud ass trumpet in the city, man, that's gonna trigger something, man. Hey, you're like, oh shit, what's going on? You know? Let's go back to Judges chapter 7. Verse 20. And the 3 companies blew the trumpets and brake the pitchers, and held their lamps in their left hands and the trumpets in their right hands to blow withal. And they cried the sword of the Lord and of Gideon. And they stood every man in his place round about and about the camp, and all the hosts ran and cried and fled. And the 300 blew the trumpets, and the Lord set every man sword against his fellow, even throughout all the hosts. And the hosts fled to Bathshita and Zeroth, and to the border of Abmaholah, and unto Tabbath. I'm not good with these names, y'all, forgive me. And the men of Israel gathered themselves together out of Naphtali, and out of Asher, and out of all Manasseh, and pursued after the Midianites. So they started charging them, man. Once they started getting pointed out, they started charging them. Verse 24, and Gideon sent messengers throughout all Mount Ephraim, saying, Come down against the Midianites, and take before them the waters unto Bathbarah and Jordan. Then all the men of Ephraim gathered themselves together, and took the waters unto Bathbarah and Jordan. And they took 2 princes of the Midianites, Orab and Zeb, and they slew Orab upon the rock. Orab and Zeb they slew at the winepress of Zeb, and pursued Midian, and brought the heads of Orab and Zeb to Gideon on the other side of Jordan. So, man, they just bum rushed him, man. They fucked him up. But we got to continue reading. Let's go to Judges chapter 8, starting at verse 1. And the men of Ephraim said unto him, Why hast thou served us thus, that thou calledst not, when thou wentest to fight with the Midianites? And they did chide with him sharply. And he said unto them, What have I done now in comparison of you? Is not the gleaning of the grapes of Ephraim better than the vintage of Abiezar? Power hath delivered into your hands the princes of Midian, Orab and Zeb. And what was I able to do in comparison of you? Then their anger was abated toward him when he had said that. And Gideon came to Jordan, and passed over, and with the 300 men that were with him, faint, yet pursuing them. So, man, they were tired. They were exhausted. Verse 5. And he said unto the men of Succoth, Give, I pray you, loaves of bread unto the people that follow me, for they be faint, and are pursuing after Zebah and Zalmunna, kings of Midian. So, Gideon's like, hey, do you have any food to spare, man? We really need it, man. We've been busting our ass out here. Verse 6. And the princes of Succoth said, Are the hands of Zebah and Zalmunna now in thy hand, that we should give bread unto thy army? Basically, they're saying is that aren't y'all, once y'all get them, then we'll feed y'all, Basically, once y'all get Zebah and Zalmunna, yeah, we'll give y'all bread, but until then, fuck you. That's basically what they said. And Gideon said, Therefore, when the Lord hath delivered Zebah and Zalmunna into mine hand, then will I tear your flesh with the thorns of wilderness and with the briars. So Gideon's like, hey, fuck y'all too. When I get them, that's y'all's ass. Verse 8. And he went up thence to Penuel. Like I said, I'm not good with these names, y'all. And spake unto them likewise. And the men of Penuel answered him, as the men of Succoth answered them. And he spake also unto the men of Penuel, saying, When I come again in the peace, I will break down this tower. So he's like, y'all want to do us 32? We're coming humble at y'all, and y'all want to. All right, I'm gonna make sure I destroy y'all's tower. Say less. Verse 10. Now Zebah and Zalmunna were in Krakar, and their hosts with them about 15,000 men, all that were left of all the hosts of the children of the east, for there fell 120,000 men that drew sword. And Gideon went up the way of them that dwelt in tents on the east of Nobah and Jogbaah, and smote the host, for the host was secure. And when Zebah and Zalmunna fled, he pursued after them, and took the 2 kings of Midian, Zebah and Zalmunna, and discomfited all the hosts. So, hey, now Gideon's got him captive. See what happens next. Verse 13. And Gideon the son of Joash returned from battle before the sun was up, and caught a young man of the men of Succoth, and inquired of him, and described unto him the princes of Succoth, and the elders thereof, even 70 men. So that's 77 men. And he came unto the men of Succoth, and said, Behold, Zebah and Zalmunna, with whom ye did upbraid me, saying, Are the hands of Zebah and Zalmunna now in thine hand, that we should give bread unto thy men that are weary? So he was like, yeah, I remember them talking that shit, not wanting to give us bread when we were tired. Yeah, I remember y'all. And he took the elders of the city and thorns of the wilderness and briars, and with them he taught the men of Succoth. So he was like, yeah, y'all were talking that shit. Y'all wanted to be mad disrespectful. Slew him. Just like that. And he beat down the tower of Penuel, and slew the men of the city. Beat down the tower just like he said he was going to do. Through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Then said he unto Zebah and Zalmunna, What manner of men were they whom you slew at Tabar? And they answered, As thou art so. Where they each one resembled the children of a king. And he said, They were my brethren, even the sons of my mother, as the Lord liveth. If ye had saved them alive, I would not slay you. And he said unto Jether his firstborn, Up and slay them. But the youth drew not his sword, for he feared, because he was yet a youth. Verse 21. Then Zebah and Zalmunna said, Rise thou, and fall upon us. For as the man is, so is his strength. And Gideon arose and slew Zebah and Zalmunna, and took away their ornaments that were on their camels' necks. So basically just took them out, man. They asked for it. They really asked for it. Then the men of Israel said unto Gideon, Rule thou over us, both thou and thy son's son also, for thou hast delivered us from the hand of Midian. So these Israelites our people were already trying to give Gideon all the credit. Gideon, integrity showed in the next verse, verse 23. And Gideon said unto them, I will not rule over you, neither shall my son rule over you. The Lord, Yasharahla, shall rule over you. And Gideon said unto them, I would desire a request of you, that you would give me every man the earrings of his prey, for they had golden earrings, because they were Ishmaelites. Oh man, I hate those fucking Ishmaelites. Verse 25, and they answered, we will willingly give them. And they spread a garment, and did cast therein every man the earrings of his prey. So, I'm not going to finish this passage. Basically, it just kind of goes into the backstory of Gideon a little bit. But, yeah, man. I wanted to bring this out because it just goes to show you that the power of Yasharahla, man, had 300 men, only 300 men in Gideon, and was able to slew all the Midianites. And how many were there? They were severely outnumbered, man. About 15,000 men, going back to verse 10, 20,000 men. Yeah, they were severely outnumbered, man. This just goes to show you the power of Yasharahla, man. They were severely outnumbered, you know. And that's going to be us, man. That's going to be us. We're going to be outnumbered. That's why the scriptures say I will make Jerusalem a burdensome stone for all. Let me get that real quick. Zechariah chapter 12, verse 2. Behold, I will make Jerusalem a cup of trembling unto all the people round about, when they shall be in the siege both against Judah and against Jerusalem. So the whole world's going to come against us, man. We're going to be outnumbered. But that's where the Most High is going to get his glory. You know, because with us being outnumbered, we know that he's with us. He's helping us with that spiritual power that he's endowed on us to basically break apart all these heathens' weaponry, man. All these heathens' weaponry that try to come against us. I got a few more precepts on the trumpets. Just a few. This is Joel chapter 2, verse 1. Blow ye the trumpet in Zion, and sound an alarm in my holy mountain. Let all the inhabitants of the land tremble, for the day of the Lord cometh, for it is nigh at hand. So, we're doing that, man. Before this, the day of the Lord comes, man, we're blowing that trumpet. We're speaking out. We're pushing out this word. We're warning the people. Like, hey, shit's about to go down, man. Shit is about to go the fuck down. Get ready. Get ready. Those who have been blessed with this wisdom, they're going to take heed. But those who are not blessed with this wisdom, they're going to be like, y'all ain't shit. Y'all don't know what y'all talking about. Okay. We see what's going on around the world. We see what's going on. I mean, the wars thing, the trumpets, just everything that's going on is like the trumpets basically sounding, But, we're not physically sounding a trumpet like an instrument, but we're sounding the trumpet through this word. We're pushing this word out each and every day. Or at least I'm trying to. But yeah, man. We're coming together, and, we're just warning the people. Is me being a prophet of Yasharahla, just warning the people, man, like, shit's about to go down. Shit is about to go down. Let's get 2nd Esdras chapter 6, starting at verse 20. And when the world that shall begin to vanish away shall be finished, then will I show these tokens. The book shall be opened before the firmament, and they shall see all together. And the children of a year old shall speak with their voices. The women with child shall bring forth untimely children of 3 or 4 months old, and they shall live and be raised up. So, this all starts going down, man. Things are really going to start speeding up, Children that are just a year old are going to be able to talk. Women are going to start bringing forth children in 3 to 4 months instead of 9. Verse 22, and suddenly shall the sown places appear unsown, the full storehouses shall suddenly be found empty, and the trumpet shall give a sound, which when every man heareth, they shall be suddenly afraid. At the time shall friends fight one against another like enemies, and the earth shall stand in fear with those that dwell therein. The springs of the fountain shall stand still, in 3 hours they shall not run. Whosoever remaineth from all these that I have told thee shall escape and see my salvation and the end of your world. That's going into the elect. We're going to see a salvation. Verse 26, and the men that are received shall see it, who have not tasted death from their birth, and the heart of the inhabitants shall be changed and turned into another meaning. So, we're going to be changed, man. We're going to get to spiritual bodies, and we're going to rule, man, righteously. So, hey, Lord willing, you guys were edified. Like I said, just wanted to bring out that passage about Gideon and those 300 men, those trumpets, and basically ransacked the Midianites, man. They fucked them up, man. They were heavily outnumbered too, Just goes to show you that Yahweh Shem Yahushua, when he delivers us, he makes sure he gets the glory. He makes sure he gets the glory, and he's going to get the glory. Real time, when all this shit goes down, man, hey, I don't know if I'm a praise his name. I mean, I praise his name day and night now, but it's going to be like, we should be all emphasizing the name Yahweh Shem Yahushua when we get that spiritual power, man. For real. And when they all come against us and we're at war, like, shoot, man. And they see that they can't do shit against us. Oh, man. Hey, all praises to Yahweh Shem Mashiach Yahushai. We know what's coming, y'all. We just got to stay encouraged and rooted and grounded in this word. So, Lord willing, you guys were edified. Just want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh Bashem Mashiach Yahushua. All praises due. See you on the next video. Shalom.